House Republicans are choosing to spend their time this week on federalizing Jim Crow. The SAVE Act is Jim Crow 2.0. It's the days of the Jim Crow South. It's Jim Crow 2.0 across the country. Revert to Jim Crow.
This is a solution in search of a problem that does not exist. And so this means that the, quote, Save America Act would burden or disenfranchise over 150,000 Georgians for every single instance of a non-citizen voting in the last decade.
None of what you just heard is true. It's all false. Welcome back. Democrat Senator Raphael Warnock, the last part. He claimed illegal aliens voting in elections is not an issue right after he admitted that illegal aliens did vote in his home state of Georgia. But first, that was top Democrat Chuck Schumer attacking voter ID legislation in the Senate as Jim Crow. But a University of Georgia study shows more than 95% of Georgia voters like Georgia's voter ID law. Nearly 96% report an excellent or good experience with voter ID. They like it. It was easy to vote. This is after voting in 2022. Joining us now from Senate Armed Services, Missouri Senator Eric Schmitt. What do you make of this? Georgia voters, 8 out of 10 blacks don't see this as voter suppression.
Look, this isn't controversial anywhere in the country except here in Congress with congressional and Senate Democrats. And the truth is, Liz, they want to be able to cheat. They brought 15 million people here illegally, and they want to make it easier to cheat through mass mail-in balloting, no photo ID. You don't have to be an American citizen. And I think we're standing up for the American people, saying American elections are for American citizens. And this is sort of a basic level of competence I think we should have as a country if you want to hold on to it. But the Democrats, again, are just been so radicalized. If Chuck Schumer could only talk to his former self, if the ghost of Chuck Schumer from the 90s would haunt Chuck Schumer tonight, he would whisper into his ear, Chuck, you've lost your mind. You need to vote for this bill. We'll see if that happens.
This really is about getting illegal aliens counted in the census, so Democrats will have more power, more seats. You know, Georgia's Secretary of State, let's show it. He actually said, quote, Georgia law requires photo ID when voting in person or absentee. And Senator, he said it's a way to ensure it's you casting your ballot, your own ballot, not someone who is not eligible to vote. So we looked at the study, senators, that Democrats claim illegal aliens aren't voting. There's so many flaws, so many mistakes. They cannot credibly use those studies to say illegal aliens are not voting because there's nobody really doing the oversight. There's nobody even really catching it on each state level.
It's very difficult to determine after the fact. What we do know happens currently is there are some illegal immigrants that many get driver's licenses. And if you have a driver's license, you can register to vote oftentimes. And so this is the flaw in the system. And this is the sort of the confluence of the crisis, is that when you let that many people in here illegally, we don't know who they are, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. We should be able to, as Republicans and Democrats, stand together in a sane country and say, we don't think non-citizens, illegal immigrants, should be able to vote in our elections. The Democrats are unwilling to say that. They're also unwilling to say that you should have to show who you are at the ballot box when you're voting. This is just like basic stuff. It's common sense. 90% of America agrees with it. The Democrats are on the wrong side of it, and that's why they lost the last election. I think this debate is highlighting how insane they've become.
Thank you so much, Senator Eric Schmitt. It's good to see you. Now we're moving on to this.